this regard which completely allays the fears of the students. If my lord's first...
No, wait. There are three matters.
Please.
Item number 2, 3 and 4.
Please.
You are appearing in?
In item number 3, which was mentioned the other day with my lord.
Right. Item number 3.
Yes.
And who is appearing in 2?
I am appearing item number 2.
Who is appearing in 4?
I have filed a petition which has been numbered yesterday but not listed today.
Very well. When it comes, we will take it up.
Okay.
Who is appearing in item 4?
Online. Chirag.
Item number 4, Lordship.
Item 4. Mr. Chirag Sharma.
Lordship, along with Advocate Balaji.
Sorry?
Along with Advocate Balaji.
Yes,
Kindly
Balaji.
unmute him.
Milord, I am appearing on fourth case. Milord, 2-3 are slightly different with the 4, Milord.
Correct.
2-3 case, Milord, they are asking the cancellation of the exam.
So 2, 3 are relating to unfair means and declaration
Yes.
of results and marks being allotted.
Yes.
3 may not be relatable to that. 3 is fully relatable to case marks.
No, there are
In
two
view of
aspects.
that they are asking.
One minute.
Allow me to present my case. I am saying that there are both aspects. One is with respect to leak as well as the grace marks.
Right.
But of course, the emphasis is primarily with respect to grace marks.
Item 4 is exclusively grace marks.
Yes, Milord.
In light of that, I am requesting if my lords can allow.
Wait. We will go one by one. So now in item number 2 and 3 which relate to unfair means, sir.
It's already, it's matters listed on 8 July.
3, we are primarily on grace marks.
Just
All right.
one.
All right.
Stop addressing your item number 2 first of all.
2. Please.
Yes. So item number 2 is relating to unfair means and evidence. So we will issue notice, grant time to NTA to file their response and tag it with the items. We have done day before yesterday for 8 July.
My only submission is, my lord, the counselling will...
Counseling will continue. We are not stopping the counseling. If ultimately you succeed, everything will go.
My lord,
If this court washes the entire selection, then automatically the counseling will go. But if you fail, then why should we delay the counseling? Why should we delay the admission? No, that's not required. That's not required.
Only submission, my lord.
Item number 2 में लिखिए. में लिखिए tag with so and so, issue notice, counsel for NTA representing on advance notice, respondent is granted 2 weeks time to file their response, list on 8 July 2024. All right. Now item number 3.
Please,
Yes.
Because our issues primarily with respect to some of the developments post the release of the results on the aspect of arbitrary award of grace marks, which is not even mentioned in the prospectus.
No, are you confining it only to grace marks or you are confining it to unfair means also? Make sure.
That's on both aspects.
On both aspects. Yes. Then it will come on 8th July.
And can just make one humble submission and leave it at that. The problem is if there is no observation from the court that if this is subject to the outcome.
It is understood.
Please kindly consider this. The problem is then it becomes faith accompanied on the part of the
state
at some stage.
Submission on grace marks.
Please, my lords may have this. A decision has been taken which substantially allays the fears, and even according to me, item 3 is also covered by that. But as far as the issue of unfair means,
Please provide a copy.
Certainly, please, an intervention in the main application.
Please provide a copy, Mr. Gaurav. Please provide a copy.
This is an internal meeting. If my lords may read it, thereafter, if my lords believe, we provide it.
Want it back? Give it to me when you.
Oh, what is the substance of this?
To page 4. I'll read from para 6.
This is a meeting held on 10th, 11th and 12th of June.
My lords, the decision is taken on the 12th.
Yesterday.
Then in short, what is the decision?
Today is 13th or 14th?
My lords, today is 13th.
Yes.
Page 4, para 6. This committee is of the view. My lords have it. Para
Yes.
Is of the view that the loss of time ascertained by the GRC and the use of the methodology to obtain compensatory marks resulted in a skewed situation and produced a strange outcome of result. The skewed situation seems to have occurred as GRC did not take into account the compensation for the loss of time had to be limited to a number of unattempted questions only. In fact, the outcome of the aforesaid process created a fallout whereby it caused serious heartburn and resentment among the student community. The process resulted in creation of a distinct class of candidates who gained an advantage, and it appears to be disproportionate as well as unfair for the rest of the candidates. After
This
examining
is one of the grounds in the petition.
Please,
that the this assessment should have been done only for the unattended.
And by saying, Manoj, that
Yes.
the peers have been allayed, a decision has been taken. After examining all the aspects of the situation in totality, this committee concludes that the most appropriate, fair and reasonable solution to the issue would be subjecting those 1563 candidates to a retest at the earliest possible. The committee therefore considers it most appropriate to recommend as under. Scorecards of all affected 1563 candidates issued on 4/6/24 will stand cancelled and thus withdrawn. The affected 1563 candidates formed of their actual scores without compensation, that is the normalization, through their registered email IDs. The re-examination will be conducted for the affected candidates. The directions of re-examinations passed by courts in individual cases will also be included by the NTA. The result of those affected candidates who do not wish to appear for re-examination will be declared based on their actual marks without
taking the compensatory marks into consideration.
They will have a choice.
Without compensation.
Obtained in the examination conducted on 5/5/2024, the marks obtained by the candidates will appear.
Mr. Counsel, the clauses number 1 and 3 are little self-contradictory. You see, once you say that scorecards of all 1563 candidates will be cancelled and withdrawn, then you say in third that they have an option to retain their earlier.
Third, clause 3 should actually be clause 1 because the candidate will have a choice.
So that there is some discrepancy.
The whole they will cancel it and subject to those who continue to opt with their original marks without compensation.
You are cancelling the normalized opportunity to appear in the examination of fact.
Okay, they have
Those who desire only.
they have an option to
And those who don't appear in the retest, their original marks will be retained without the compensatory marks.
So you need to actually redraft clause number 1. You can't declare the result cancelled of all the 1560.
be made subject to 3 melons. They are to be read together. I believe that there will be a confusion.
Because you have declared their results on the basis of compensatory marks. So that aspect has to be cancelled as a whole. And thereafter option is given whether you want to appear in a retest or you want to retain that mark. Yes, now.
Can I make a submission? Considering that the suggestion has just come from the other side, and I'd say so that with some kind of precision, only making the limited submission, that even this suggestion could go against the 2018 judgment of the Supreme Court in the Clack matter, wherein the window was open to all of the affected parties. The other problem is, if I may say so, the deepest of respect, and I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. All I'm saying is, here is a situation.
Today you are having a grievance in awarding the compensatory marks. Absolutely. They are saying that they are doing away with that. But your problem is over.
But they're also addressing, they're also
And you are a candidate who is not covered by 1563. You are another candidate.
No, Milaj, in fact, we have candidates who are...
You may be having candidates. Who are you? You are Phoenix Wala.
I represent, if I may just make this humble submission,
You run your coaching center and you are worried about
one
this.
submission,
What is this?
that. We represent 20,000 students who have come with that. All we are saying is this, that a certain set of candidates will get
Now
a
who observed in item number 4,
That's the only problem.
Mr. Balaji.
Yes, Millet. One submission, Millet.
Now we have read out the operative portion of the committee's recommendation just now.
Yes.
And if you want, we can ask Mr. Agarwal to read it loudly so that you can hear, because you are not available here, so you can't read it.
No, Millet, I heard that. I heard
1
that.
minute. 1 minute.
Ali, please.
We will deal with you. Huh?
Sure.
We will hear you at leisure, don't worry.
Great.
We are not in a hurry.
Great.
I think you have the second point available with you.
Please, we do.
Even if this point goes on their submission,
Please.
the second point will remain
I understand practices.
malpractice. Yes, you read out the operative portion loudly. Huh?
Scorecards of all affected candidates issued on 4/6/24 will stand cancelled and thus withdrawn. The affected 1563 candidates will be informed of their actual scores without compensation through registered email IDs. A re-examination will be conducted for the affected candidates. The directions of re-examination passed by courts in individual cases will also be included by NTA. The result of those affected candidates who do not wish to appear for re-examination will be declared based on actual marks without compensation obtained in the examination conducted on 5/5/2024. The marks obtained by the candidates who will appear in the retest will be considered, and their marks based on examination on 5/5 will be discarded.
So Balaji, your grievance is redressed now.
Yes, Millet. Fairly reasonable, Millet. Fairly reasonable. Millet, one submission. Millet,
volume
we conducting
Mr. Balaji का volume कम है.
Millet, one said that, my lord, if reopening, conducting the re-exam is nothing but opening the Pandora box. It means, my lord, every client, those who have got lesser marks, they will apply for the re-exam.
Only 1563 candidates can apply, not everyone.
Not all.
Only those centers where the time was reduced for whatever reason, only those candidates can appear in the retest, not everyone.
Yes. In that case, it is reasonable, my lord.
Yes.
One more thing, my lord. One more thing. May I please kindly permit me to stop it, my lord. One more thing. The court, my lord, this Honorable Supreme Court is my lord, decided in the CLAT examination earlier, which they referring the NTA, my lord, is with regarding to the my lord, online examination. This
Right.
is, my lord, this is,
Correct.
my lord,
Report, we are not applying that CLAT judgment.
yes,
Not applying that CLAT judgment.
That's a real.
That they had earlier applied and they have now withdrawn it.
Withdrawn it.
my lord.
Yes.
My lord, till the result comes from the re-examination, may continue the my lord, counselling, my lord, without having any disturbance.
That we will find out from the respondents what is their stand on that.
What would be the
Very, very well. Very well.
Yes. When do you propose to start the counselling?
Have this published today itself,
Huh.
and we will conduct the examination on 23rd of June, and
Right.
result will be declared before 30th.
Before that day.
Comments only thereafter.
Only thereafter.
That's reasonable. Fair enough. That's very fair.
Yes, my
Now
lord.
you
Yes,
continue.
my lord.
All right, Mr. Balaji.
And I don't wish to be a busybody litigant here. My lord is absolutely correct that to the extent that the CLAT model is not being applied here, there is a clear difference in the patterns.
Yes.
I'm completely with my lords on the point. But the fact that a certain set of candidates are going to get a second shot at the examination, where the standards could be different from the first examination that was conducted, that itself.
So tell us, what is your suggestion? What should be done with those 1563 candidates who did not get the actual time allotted to them?
If I may say so,
Yes, what is your suggestion?
the problem is there's a larger issue here.
Forget the larger issue, we are talking about grace marks only.
I get that.
First you address that, then we go to the larger issue. Larger issue is pending, is going on here.
Fair enough.
You come to 1563 candidates. What is your suggestion? What should be done?
Say so with the deepest of respect.
Either compensatory marks, you are not happy.
Correct.
Now they are holding a retest, you are not happy. Then what?
Because the only issue is then the CLAT model can be reopened, or I think.
Sorry, that model cannot be reopened.
Fair enough, I'll leave it.
All right.
Great.
Yes.
My lord, may I just submit in item 3 his prayer, your lordship may just.
You are for?
I am for NTA, your lordship. In item 3, there is no prayer regarding paper leak. This is trying to.
Let us see their prayer.
Come to the prayer.
All right.
His number
Round number 5. Round number V.
Your
Page
lordship,
13. Round number V. All right.
prayer, your lordship may see. His actual prayer is regarding constitution of expert committee to look into. It's a very wide scope, and your lordship, he's a.
Yes.
You see, that is what he is saying, because there are larger issues involved regarding leakage of paper, unfair means, and whatever it is. So that
Definitely covered.
consider, you give your response to that.
Just one
Insofar as grace marks concerned, that will be closed just now.
The point that we are trying to raise is that as far as the grace marks
Yes.
Yes.
That's
will be closed.
That-
This petition is primarily only on grace mark, except for that one ground that my lords have pointed out. There is nothing else. As far as
Their problem is that
there are petitions
candidates have not done so well, so therefore they are having a problem.
not with law.
Not just that. Not just that. Just consider the beneficiary.
Liberty to file
This 1563 number has been arrived at. If I may just please consider this. This 1563 number has been arrived at on the basis of people who approach the court on the basis that they've lost time. What happens to those who have not approached the court but who too have suffered a loss of time? They don't get an option as far as.
Has somebody come here? Are you holding their brief?
Because there are some people who have not done that.
No, Mr. Counsel, sorry.
I'm only saying.
Please confine your arguments to confine to your petition.
10 seconds I want.
Unnecessarily make it a...
No, no.
Confine to your petition.
10 seconds I want.
Unnecessarily make it a...
No, I will not. I will. Just
Yes.
10 seconds.
We will not appreciate
Can
that.
this option be open to others who have not approached the
Don't worry about them.
Because if I may say so, this
If they
petition
are there, they will approach the authorities and they will deal with them.
this
Sorry.
litigation which concerns both sets of parties. I'm only saying let that option be made available to even those centers who have not approached the
All
court.
right, let us pass the order.
You already
Please.
You are for... In which case are you appearing?
in this case,
No, we have heard him. We are not hearing more than one counsel in one matter.
No, she's not in my matter.
Then she is in which matter?
Which matter?
Not listed. Unlisted.
Representing people who have suffered time loss, who have not approached the court, and who are outside the pale of the 1560.
ready in
Keep
this.
your eye ready.
Because if I may say so, can they just add one solution to this? And I'm not going to change from the substantive of that point. I think it's a very fair suggestion. Let them at least keep a window open for candidates
who've suffered but have not approached the court previously.
No, you can't keep sitting on the fence and then whenever you want, you come
Not at all. Not at all. Let them time window
When was the exam held?
5th of May.
Today we are on.
I understand.
And for more than 1 month and 10 days, nobody raised any objection. Now they are coming forward.
I'm only saying, if my lords to keep a small time window open within which such candidates are supposed to
You can want us to close it, will be a never-ending process. After the exam is held, again somebody will come forward and say that in Kerala also
Yes.
no problem occurred.
Yes.
If nobody against it, then let them.
What a lot not appeal for the tuition teacher.
No, the artist.
Yes.
even have a clear picture.
Yes.
Pieces in installments. I'm only saying let them at least all educated centers are suffered from this.
They are all educated people.
And today everyone is very well aware of his rights.
We are talking of students. We are not talking of
Students are the most educated.
I'm only requesting.
Yes.
Students who are
Let them simply take an account of grievances from other centers and then let them take a decision.
Sorry.
Because some people have
All right.
720 out of 720 completely based on grace marks. Some people have not approached the court. There is a clear anomalous situation here. I'm only saying the very same suggestion.
All right, let us pass the order now.
Kindly just consider
the order. I will just beseech my lords to again consider our point in item 3, specifically considering that he has.
We are not refuting the principle of the suggestion.
Not creating.
We are only saying let's open the window for those people who are not beneficial.
Can we dictate the order?
Be disposed of in view of
Mr. Agarwal, can we dictate the order now? Please take your seat.
Item number 4 order लिखिए. Under Article 32 of the Constitution, the petitioner who had appeared for NEET UG 2024 has raised a grievance regarding grant of compensatory marks to 1563 candidates using the normalization formula, where at the examination centers, the candidates who had appeared were not allowed full 3 hours of time admissible to them, but 3 hours 20 minutes, but were permitted to take their examination for lesser time. Full stop. The compensatory marks had been awarded on the basis of a recommendation of a committee constituted by the National Testing Agency.
That was grievance
Redressal Committee, relying upon a judgment issued by the NTA, relying upon a judgment of this court in the case of Disha Panchal and others versus Government of India and others. Also, this award of compensatory marks was re-represented, and apparently some petitions were also filed challenging the award of such marks. Also, the National Testing Agency thereafter constituted another committee to reconsider the issue and give its opinion, give its suggestion as to whether, give its recommendation as to whether the award of compensatory marks Well, come to paragraph 2 of your report. Okay. Two. Right? You've considered the grievance of the candidates of the petitions filed before the Punjab, Haryana, Delhi and Chhattisgarh?
Please, brother.
All 3 states?
Please, brother.
Kolkata, there are certain petitions.
For 40 candidates at all with has taken note of the grievances of those petitions.
Those, they have also been taken into consideration. Writ petitions have been disposed of.
Sir, Punjab and Haryana.
That is a fresh petition, madam. We are talking of the petition.
Okay. Pending it disposed of.
Yes.
There are certain petitions pending in Kolkata as well which have not been considered.
That is PIL filed by.
All right. And also, we consider the fairness of Article 14 when they.
All right, Mr. Counsel, we just put a query to the other side.
The subsequent committee held meetings on 10th, 11th and 12th June 2024 and has made, after deliberations, has made recommendations which have been placed today before us by Mr. Kanu Agarwal, Senate Counsel appearing for NTA, for the Union of India. According to the recommendations, it has been suggested that the scorecards of affected 1563 candidates issued on 4/6/24 will stand cancelled and withdrawn. These affected 1563 candidates will be informed of their actual scores without compensatory marks. Further, a re-examination will be conducted for the affected 1563 candidates. The result of these affected candidates who do not wish to appear for the re-examination will be declared based on their actual marks without compensation obtained by them in the examination held on 5th of May 2024, and the marks obtained by the candidates who will appear in the retest will be considered, and their marks based on examination on 5/5/24 will be discarded. Full stop. Paragraph 8 of the said recommendations is reproduced here under. Next paragraph. What's your good name, sir?
Naresh Kaushik.
Mr. Naresh Kaushik, Learned Counsel appearing for the National Testing Agency, upon instructions has stated that the retest will be notified today itself and would likely be held on 23rd of June, and the results of the same would be declared prior to 30th of June 2024, so that the counselling, which is likely to start from 1st July onwards, 4th of July onwards, would not be affected.
6 July.
6 July. Full stop.
My Lord.
Upon such submissions being made, please don't interfere with the dictation of the order. Upon such submissions made by the Counsel for the Union of India and the NTA, Shri Yalamunjula Balaji, Learned Counsel appearing for the petitioner, submits that the decision taken is a fair decision and he has no further grievance left with regard to the grace marks issue, compensatory marks issue. Mr. Balaji का नाम बताए ना, appearing for in serial number 4.